Hello everyone and welcome to another short episode on freeware tools for forensic video processing and analysis. So today we're going to talk about creating a new virtual machine, and if you don't know what a virtual machine is or why we use it for forensic video processing, then go and have a look at my first video blog, which I posted a couple of weeks ago, which explains everything. You will need a piece of software called Vmware Workstation Player, and you can find this freely on the internet, and I'm gonna post a download link for you on the description to this video. For newest operating system like Windows 11, which is the one I'm using, you will need the version 16 of the player. For oldest one, you might need all the versions of the players. So let's click on create a new virtual machine on the VM player. It will ask you where you have stored your Windows disk image, and um, if you have a Windows disk installation, Windows installation disk, then you will need to turn it into an ISO image in order for the virtual machine to use it. And if you don't know how to do that, just go and have a look on the internet, because there's a lot of information on how to do that. So I'm going to tell it where the image is, which I've got stored on my C drive, and then I'm going to click on next. It wants license key, and you will need this if you want to install a Windows operating system. And I've got mine just here, and I'm just going to copy and paste it in there. Click on next. What you want to call it, I'm just going to call it Windows XP Home 86, which is another way of calling it, of saying that it's a 32-bit system. And then it's asking you where you want it saved. So I'm going to put it on the C drive. I already got a folder called VMware Windows XP 86, which is empty, by the way. So click OK now. Click on next. It's then going to ask you how big you want your virtual disk, and I would recommend to leave the recommended size that is already in there. It's not going to eat up way the 40 gigabytes of size that it tells you there. Is going to use it as a maximum size. So don't worry about that, because your actual file size of the virtual machine on your disk will be very small to start with. It's only when you start building stuff in it that it's going to go up to a maximum of whatever it says on the screen. Then it's going to ask you whether you want a single virtual disk file or multiple. I'll go for a single one. It's really down to preference. Then I'm click on next button, and then it's going to start installing the virtual system, and it's just going to do what a real machine does. It's going to boot up, look for the bootable disk, which in this case is the Windows XP disk image, and is going to start installing. So I'm just going to pause here because it's going to take a few minutes, and resume the recording once it's finished installing Windows. Here we go, guys. We are back now. Windows XP is installed on my virtual machine. It's very small because I got a very high resolution display, and obviously Windows XP in the days, there was smaller display resolution here, so I can change the display property at some point. Problem is, it's so small that I can't actually see what I'm doing. Desktop, screensaver, appearance, settings. Here we go. Let's see if I boost it up to a higher resolution. There you go. So it's still a bit small, but because I've got such a high resolution display, I've got display scaling on my Windows 11 system, and I can probably do the same on Windows XP on my virtual machine. Here you go. So I'm just gonna run quickly through the control panel of VMware. So on VMware, you can actually change a few things, including the memory that you got on your virtual machine, the speed of the processor, and things like that. So once this is shut down, I'm going to open the control panel again and bring up VMware. And when you click on your newly installed virtual machine, you can then edit the settings of your virtual machine, and here you go. You get all the things that you can customize, including memory, as I say, speed of processor, network adapter, sound card, and so on and so forth. All right, guys, that's it for today. We're just coming to 5 minutes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.